Right here. Oh, empty. I'll unlock this first.
Fuck me.
Explode. You want to throw a player in there, yeah?
What? Where'd it go? Oh, stop. Okay, let's... I'm leaving. I'm leaving. But I still want to get the word of power. Where's the... I should be like, yeah, I'm like right on top of it. What's this? Oh yeah, that's that thing there.
You might want to. Yeah, you're using a lot of resources for it to get in there.
Yeah.
I want to just push through.
Push through?
Yeah, just run through them at this point. Yeah, he seems to be the only problem maker now. No, it's on the ceiling. Yeah.
Okay.
You'll get more resources back now, but I think that's the last of the ones who are actively trying to kill you.
Word of
But
gun.
it's important. It's a word of gun.
Oh. 5% chance? Sure.
Yeah, it's a decent one.
Okay, we got 2 lights. Let's go down. Oh. Night Springs. Here's the nightmare loading screen.
I hope you didn't just somehow walk into the DLC, because that would be really funny if you did.
There's what? How would I just walk into it in the middle of the game?
That would be weird if they let you.
And we're back.
And we're back to the stage of history.
That was
The
weird.
gates to the platform were closed.
Alan's like, better not think about it.
You're not gonna say anything about that, Alan?
I'd like to think he was disassociating during that, especially during the scratch parts.
So we're back.
So, little thing now. You're now you've now in the subway in Alan's chapter.
Yes.
So, like you get the opening bit where you're going through the you go through the TV studio and then out on the main streets, and there is stuff to look around out in the main streets. But this is where the real gameplay loop of his sections kicks in.
I had a ticket.
Anything left?
There might be other lockers you can open. But yeah, you have the ticket to enter.
Something about the station platform felt significant. It would work in my writing, but I needed more. Something lingered here.
Oh.
A half-forgotten memory.
So you got to line up the camera with it. Back up a little.
Oh, there we go.
FBI agent had come here before me on the trail of
That's Casey.
he'd gone
Yeah, but this is so. What's interesting is this is
to follow, connecting the dots
that's these are thoughts of real world Casey
picture on the
getting kind of muddled and twisted, coming into the dark place as an echo, and the echo is appearing because Alan doesn't know the real world Alex Casey, so he's getting echoes that he's applying to the fictional Alex Casey,
Mm-hmm.
his character. This isn't an exact one-to-one to what happened in the real world, but this is these echoes seem to be from Alex Casey's investigation into the cult of the word rather.
Oh.
It changed.
Bigfoot?
So when
Yeah,
Bigfoot outline, kind of does look like the famous picture. But yeah, since you take different plot ideas and attach them to the scene, and the map around you will change. New items will be there for you to investigate, and new pathways.
The tracks led into the tunnel. That was my way forward.
If I play again, can I pick a different path?
Well, not you pick a different path when you play again, but you can get other ideas and attach them to different scenes. And sometimes there'll be secrets. Sometimes it's just, oh, that's the wrong thing. There's nothing here.
Okay.
The blood trail
It's not more of a replayability thing. It's more of figuring out the puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
It's figuring out puzzles, but through literary devices, as opposed to figuring out puzzles by doing detective work.
Yeah.
Because Alan is a writer, unlike Saga, who's the detective.
What the fuck?
You got your little jump scare.
I paused to like read the graffiti, then that happened.
Yeah. You die here, you die here, you die here, return, scratch, you lost her.
Those jump scares do a good job of getting you.
There are settings actually to turn off the intensity for people. People were like, there were weird articles from like game journalists, like basically being like, "Oh, you're a fucking pussy if you use these." But I was like, but
games journalists were saying that.
yeah, which was weird, and it was like, and Remedy's like, we added that because it's a lot of flashing light, except like don't want to hurt someone with epilepsy or something.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was just a weird stance for like gaming journalists to take, because normally gaming journalists love accessibility features.
Yeah,
it was weird. So the golden arrow is showing you the word. So now you got a word of aid.
Word of AIDS. I'll go this one. Can I go here? No. Oh, here we go. Ah, a classic dilapidated train. Every horror game has one.
Yeah, I think there is one in fucking Resident Evil 3.
Yeah.
2 doesn't have a dilapidated subway train, but it does have the train you fight the final boss on.
Mm-hmm. And it's also the train where all the guys hang out in.
Yeah, in RE3.
Mm-hmm.
Our RE3 remake did fumble a lot of parts of RE3 for me, but it did have some improvements, and I like Carlos a lot in RE3 remake.
Yeah, it's a perfectly fine game. I forget how much it costs actually. Was it a full price game?
I think it was.
Yeah, probably should.
Well,
it probably shouldn't have been.
Well, if it was cheaper, that would have helped it a lot. But Capcom was doing the thing where they were having to please advertisers, so they were like, "Well, it's worth $60 because it also comes with Reverse for free."
Reverse. Well,
that was the PvP Resident Evil thing they tried recently.
Was that the Dead by Daylight clone?
No, it was the third-person shooter one where you would get abilities to turn into Resident Evil monsters temporarily.
Which one was the Dead by Daylight clone?
That was I believe Survivors. Let me see.
The story thread felt right here.
Anything else here? No. Close off. Oh, I see an echo.
I changed the story, and with that, the dark place changed.
It's bad luck to be on this case. The cult can get you anywhere with that black magic shit. Let the day shift handle it. What happened, anyway?
Some Fed came looking for the cult, but it was a trap. A satanic blood sacrifice.
Anyone who gets involved with the cult, they're next. I heard their leader is this famous writer, Alan Wake. Their unholy motherfucking messiah.
Uh-oh.
Like a load of bull.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
So if you notice, you're getting echoes of the real people, but played by different voices than they would have been in real life, because those were like 2 NYPD cops.
Yeah.
But they were played by the sheriffs from Saga section.
Yeah, because that's very much not a New York City accent.
Like they to be more accurate to NYPD cops, they would have been like stereotypical Italian accent.
Mm-hmm.
That was Resident Evil Resistance. That game?
Resistance. Okay.
It didn't help when I searched Resident Evil multiplayer games, and it was like, here's Days Gone. I'm like, no, I think you're confused, Google.
I don't. Does that have a multiplayer mode?
No, and it's also not Resident Evil. It's tangentially related to zombies, I guess. Okay, Google.
I think it's about time we all go back to Yahoo.
Yeah. He might be hostile.
That wasn't a jump scare, but it still got me.
Well, because sometimes those guys will attack you, and sometimes they're just like there to shout "Alan Wake" in your ear.
Alan woke.
Go woke, go broke. It's like, what? These ghosts are weird. I like.
Another echo lingered here.
Yep.
A source of inspiration.
You got to come at it from a specific angle.
Yeah.
You can hear the echoes of Casey talking before you get it.
What do you know?
There's more than one urban legend about the cult of the word.
Now it's that true crime lady.
Yeah, yeah.
Reenacted the murders in Alan Wake's crime books. The Wake was even involved somehow, under a false identity, Mr. Scratch, which is, of course, a nickname for the devil himself.
It was disturbing finding myself in the story this way. But I was desperate, and it felt right for the story.
So he's getting the real life echoes of the investigation of Cult of the World, Cult of the Word. I want to say Cult of the World. It's Cult of the Word. And so it's not entirely clear how much of what we're getting in these echoes is the real life stuff. What we did get from Casey's brief explanation to Saga was that they were they had this weird obsession of Alan Wake's writing, and they kind of worshipped him in a weird way. My personal theory for that is, if you remember, originally Scratch had his own separate body before it gets fucking destroyed in American Nightmare.
Yes.
I believe, my personal theory is, I believe Cult of the Word is part of Scratch's bullshit he was doing before Alan beat him in American Nightmare. And American Nightmare being one of his many runs trying to get out. I think he beat Scratch but didn't get out.
Yeah. I remember beating Scratch, and well, obviously he didn't get out considering this game.
Yeah. But what I think is that the Cult of the Word was something Scratch was not memorizing, but like manufacturing. Because he was doing a lot of weird shit relating to murders.
The way forward was open.
And I believe that was one of what he was doing. Because it's not entirely clear how much he's pulling in is real, really how it is in the real world or not. But that's how I would interpret it.
Oh, I'm not in the collapse tunnel anymore, so
yeah, you can. The collapse tunnel was to the murder site earlier.
Yeah, but I already have that detail there, so I don't need to split up. Can I put it? Well, we blocked out.
It won't let you. It won't let you cheat fully. Go all the way through the door.
Yeah, I can't.
And if you can't pull it all the way through the door, they won't let you.
Mm-hmm.
There are some where you can. It's a situational based on the environment around you. It's very funny seeing like actual like lockers at like a subway or some shit, because now I'm just like, oh, it's like the coin lockers in Yakuza. I gotta find all the keys to get the fucking secrets.
I mean, yeah, it is kind of like that.
Well, that's what I think of, because I don't use those lockers, like coin lockers, that often. Because I don't take the train a lot, and I don't have a subway where I live. But like, I see those because when you play Yakuza, a lot of the entries have it where you're constantly running around finding keys around the map, and then you open the locker that corresponds to that key and you get an item. That's how you get like the encounter finder and stuff.
I mean, that belongs to someone. Ah, stop. There we go. Them like fucking wave dashing at me, I don't like it.
Yeah. Whenever you get updates to the map, I personally think it's worth it to go hunt down all the little words of power that you may have not already discovered. Because whenever you find Tim, he marks stuff on your map.
Did I miss any?
No, well, you haven't met Tim to map this area out yet.
Oh, yeah.
I think there's one in here. You see him a lot, so. You'll know if he's around because you'll hear him humming.
I did hear a humming. It's not exactly the same, but
it's
that
similar.
Similar cult symbol. Oh, hey.
Oh, watch this.
Okay.
See, and now you've captured another video in the writer's journey, where you get all the Alan Wake monologues.
You need help. Good luck.
The train blocked my way forward, but it was here for a reason. It had a role to play. I had a new scene to use, a new setting.
Let's do the miracle first.
The story was taking shape. The cult poured the gasoline over the train car. An iron cage that would soon become a coffin.
These are my words.
Okay. Echo there.
White ball there.
White ball.
Oh,
Oh.
because it's. If you notice, that's when you make the echoes.
Oh, you got them together? Oh, okay. Oh, it's an eclipse.
Yep.
This is where the history of the cult gets genuinely disturbing. The cultists tracked down the torchbearers living in the tunnels. They locked the poor folks up in a derailed subway car, doused it in gasoline. Yeah.
Charming.
It turns into a bit of a ghost story after that. They say the dark smoke from the fire still roams the tunnels searching for new victims to devour.
There are no happy endings in this city.
The story thread felt important. I could use it in one of the scenes I'd found.
Okay, let's see.
A sick and twisted story. But it worked.
Hello? The enemy changed back here.
The subway car had become a burnt husk.
You can go in there now.
I could get through it now.
What about over here? This line? Yeah. So like, checking other like stuff here. It's primarily story details, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
The radio's behind you.
Oh, right.
Hello? Anyone there? Dead.
You heard a little walkie-talkie, but it seemed to just be
Is this door open now?
World around me.
No. Okay.
If you try the torchbearers, I think you might be able to go through the subway train.
Yeah. That's what changed. I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a really neat way to like
Hey, look.
reuse.
That's
the
how they
levels.
killed all those people.
Oh yeah.
It's like Alan Wake 1 had grim story elements. This is so much fucking worse than anything in Alan Wake 1 to me. Like Jesus Christ.
Oh. Hmm.
I got to this part, I'm like, am I in fucking Dead Space?
None of this was real. It was all
Now you're getting the audio.
I don't like
so
that.
much. That's so much better than showing it happen in horrific detail, because it makes your mind fucking imagine how horrible that was.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Yeah, like subtlety, people. Come on. You can have it be horrible without it being like cartoonishly just like in your face about it.
Is this that
Like
door?
that was the thing that bothered me about Callisto Protocol. It took all the wrong lessons from Dead Space, and then was like, what if we were Punch Out?
It is kind of Punch Out, yeah. We're watching our friend Bill play that, and like, yeah, it is kind of like that.
Well, it's Punch Out, but less complicated because you don't have to dodge to the left or right in motion with the characters' animations at you. You just have to dodge occasionally, if like either direction.
You know, Death Stranding has a Punch Out section, and it's fucking awesome.
Yeah. That's a strange sign to have as a warning at your job.
Like, what does this mean?
That's based off stuff from the end of his ending speech in Alan Wake 1.
Yeah, but like, if you're working here and you see this, what the fuck does this mean?
You think, oh, I guess my boss really likes poetry and is pretentious.
Why do you put it as a warning sign? Are there any hazards here?
Well, it's not a lake; it's an ocean. Sometimes he's just a guy.